Head coach Jay Ladner. Coach, this was our first 4-game winning streak since 2016, and our first 4-game non-conference win streak since 2009.
Oh, wow. Well, it's hard for me to say anything about the game that wasn't, and I don't certainly don't in any way want to take anything away from Loyola. Didn't think that we were as really locked in mentally maybe as we should have been. Not disappointed in the guys, not saying that I didn't expect it, but we talked to our players at halftime about what do we want to become? Do we want to just kind of be like maybe the other Southeastern teams, or do we want to try to accomplish something? Do we want to do something special? Because your good team's going to play every day at a high level. Now, you're certainly not going to have – you're going to have some games where you don't shoot the basketball extremely well, but what shouldn't change is our effort, our defensive intensity, our rebounding the basketball, running the floor, and I just didn't think that overall as a team, I think we had some individuals that did, but overall as a team that we did the things that we needed to do to prepare for league play and to compete at the level that we want to get our program to. Now, I'm proud that we won. Again, there were certainly some bright spots. I don't want to sound like I'm just down in the dumps about it, but I'll just say this: we've got some work to do. I'm glad that we get a break. We've played a lot of games in a short period of time. We've come off a long road trip, been gone for a while. I know that the guys are tired, although that's no excuse. Our coaching staff, I think, is a little tired. And we get a short little break here for exams, and then we get back and we'll have our last segment of the schedule, non-conference schedule, then hit Christmas, and then start right into league play here in a few weeks. So we're excited about that, but I'm excited about getting back to practice. One of the things that I don't know if a lot of people understand is when you're traveling as much as we're required to travel, you lose practice time. You lose quality practice time, and you don't have as much time to maintain a high level of intensity. Everything's just kind of, we're in a hotel and we're going over to their arena at 9 at night, and we're just preparing directly for the team. So I think what I've seen tonight, I saw some slippage in fundamentals. I saw some slippage in our execution on offense. I saw some slippage in transition defense, and those are the things that we need to get back to the practice for. So we're going to treat these next 10 days or so kind of not as a boot camp in terms of punishing them, but as a kind of our way to get back to the basics. But overall, I'm proud of them. Again, congratulate Loyola. They were exactly what we thought. Very well coached team. Good, smart players. The good, smart offensive schemes. They ran some nice offense and caught us a few times, and they exploited some poor fundamental play on our part. Overall, though, I'm pleased that we're 5-3. We won 4 in a row. We keep hearing these different things, about the first time that we've won 4 non-conference games, the first time that we won 3 road games in a row, and those are all good and fine, and I want us to continue to set the bar. If we're going to get where we want this program to be, that's what we're going to have to do. Obviously, as we get into league play, we would have to play much better in league play to win than we did tonight.
Any questions for Coach?
You talked about poor defensive play, but you guys held them to 21 points in the first half. Do you think there's a difference in the first half and the second half defense?
No, I thought we were probably about equally as bad both ways. And I know that's going to sound – we were having breakdowns and things that we knew were coming. And if it was something that we had not worked on in practice, or it was guys that were being fundamentally sound in their help positions, being in the right spots, that's what I'm really referring to is when we didn't get to our right spots and help defense, we got exploited. And so we're going to have to and then there were times just simply because they didn't quite have the size or something that they may have missed a shot inside, which, as we know, Notre Dame's not going to miss,
So what are your goals for league play?
Well, our team goal, certainly for league play, is pretty simple. We want our goal, and actually it's very ironic that you just asked that, because I just asked our players that in the locker room, and I said, we have to decide what we want to be, and if as a coaching staff, we want to play for the league championship. We want to be the Southland Conference champions. We want to represent the Southland Conference in the NCAA tournament. But there's a price to be paid for that, and there's a level of play, obviously, that you have to accomplish if you're going to do that. It's only been done one time in the history of our school. So, we've got a tall order that, but that's, to answer your question, we as a coaching staff, and I hope our players, I'm speaking for them as well, we want to be the league champions. We want to go to the NCAA tournament.
Do you see that? Is that conceivable for you right now?
It's certainly conceivable. It's conceivable. We're going to have to play. We're going to have to improve a lot between now and the end of the season. But I certainly think it's conceivable. I think that we have the players to do it. We just gotta get everybody kind of working toward that goal. And I do believe that if we're unified in our goal, and we have a refuse to lose type attitude, if we can develop that type of attitude, I certainly think that we have the potential to do that.
It's good to have Josh back finally in the last few games, though. How would you rate his performance throughout the last, how was he coming back after not playing for long?
Well, we're 4-0 with him. I like that. But having one of the things that we had a chance to visit with the Hardwood Club tonight in their pregame social that they have, and we came in and visit and was talking with Coach Rohn last week, and I shared this with him. The Kent State game, when Josh Fillmore returned to the lineup, was the first time in the 4 years that I've been here that we've actually had our eligible roster on the floor. And we have been decimated by injuries. We've fought through that. I've been really proud of our team and our program over the years for doing that. But it feels good to have our full complement of players. Now, what we have to do, we didn't have them in the preseason or most of the preseason. We didn't have caps most of the preseason. What we got to do now is use these next few days to try to, because he came in on the fly. We haven't had a lot of practice with him out there, and now we need to develop that necessary chemistry and be able to execute better than we have been. We've kind of just been doing things fine. We just need some practice time is basically what I'm trying to say.
Speaking of players coming back, Caps, 3 big games coming in a row now. What have you seen from him the last 3 games different from the beginning of the season?
Well, Jordan has always been, as he's coming in back there, Jordan has always been, his demeanor is he's kind of a slow starter, he's, if you watch him walk right there, it'll take him about 2 or 3 hours to walk past it, but he's a slow starter, but he's a kind of a different kind of kid, he's very quiet, type young man, and sometimes it takes him a little while to get going, and it's done that in the seasons. He started 2 seasons ago, when the last season that he played, he started really slow, and in fact started so slow that he wasn't even hardly playing very much. But he's missed most of our preseason with his injury, wasn't released, and then unfortunately for him, as he was beginning to get himself in physical condition and playing well, he hurt his ankle. And y'all probably saw him wrapped up pretty good right there as a precautionary measure. So anyway, with that being said, it is good to have him out there. It's good to see him kind of get uncorked. He's worked hard at shooting this perimeter jumper. He made some threes out there tonight. We like a little more balance with him. He can play inside, outside, but he's got to work harder on defense. But I'm gonna get that straight.
Any questions for the players?
This is D'Angelo's first time. Jabbar's been in here. Somebody's got to ask him a question.
Yeah, no, Joe, you seem like kind of feeling from the line. What were you seeing there from the perimeter?
My teammates would just get me open, get in the right spots. I was just fortunate enough to hit it.
D'Angelo, as y'all saw a little bit tonight of what we see every day, his ability to shoot the basketball, and it's not going to be. In fact, tonight was good to see him out there, and he's got a great attitude. He works hard every day, so I was glad that he had to get him some good minutes out there tonight and start knocking down those shots because he can really shoot the basketball. He's going to be a real value valuable asset to us as we continue through the year.
Jabbar, another strong start for y'all today. Just talk about coming out, shooting like y'all have the last couple of games.
I think it's just been preparation, honestly. We just come out just ready, try to be ready to play, try to get out to a fast start every time. Coach always talk about defense, and basically that's what we try to do, this create our own intensity, because that's what we pride on, defense. And once we get defense going, our offense will flow.
Any more questions for either the coach or players? Thank y'all.
All right, thank you.